last time anybody asked me all of these questions that this lady asked me, and first of all, she was like, she cold emails me. She's like, Pinky, I have a mommy podcast. I would love to interview you. I was like, how did you know I'm a mom? How many videos did you have to go through to realize that my roommates are my family members? How many videos?
We have her. She's a TikTok sensation. She's got 5 million followers there, 64 million likes, TikTok. She's out of control. Pinky Patel, comedian, TikTok sensation. Georgette, you get credit for this. You found, not that she's hard to find, set this up. Why do we have...
I, along with millions and millions of people out there, love Pinky. And I was so thrilled when she said yes, because I know she's touring. And we just wanted to have you on and have you talk about how you became Pinky Patel, comedian, star.
Well, I mean, hello, my friends. Pinky Patel here. How did I get started? I just got really fed up with my roommates, and I decided to make videos and post them on social media. And here we are 2.5 years later, and I can't believe this is what my life is now. I actually should be in probably some sort of corporate meeting at a corporate job that I no longer have. What?
So wait a minute. The tiara comes, what is the significance?
Well, so I made this one video explaining something to a man, and my followers started calling.
Back up.
Well, I have to preface. So I was explaining something which is very real for us women for shenanigan times. And at the end, I put this little comb in my hair, smooth as silk. And I was proud of myself because I'm not smooth. I'm very clumsy. I have nicks all over my body because I don't know how to walk. And at the end, I said what I said. And then a week later, followers kept sending me real crowns. They're like, girl, you need a bigger crown. That's not big enough. You told him how it is. You pinky-splained it, and I love you.
Hold on, you what? You what?
Pinky-splained it. I pinky-splained things. So I over-explained things like how men mansplain. I pinky-splain.
You're killing me. Georgette, pick it up from there, please.
So, Pinky, when people hear that you have roommates, they might not get that whole association. Can you fill us in on that?
And I love it. I love it, which is why I started calling my family members my roommates, because I'm that person that is super sarcastic, super dark humor, and that was kind of my way of just letting the frustration out. Well, yeah, I'm not going to call you family members. I'll call you my roommates, okay? And so here we are. It's my husband, my 2 kids, my dog, my in-laws, everybody and anybody who wants to live in the Patel household. You're my roommate.
Pinky, I'm curious about this. Before Georgette comes back in, I'm curious.
Okay.
So you're in Chicago, right?
Yep, Chicago area.
And you like the Cubs, White Sox. You can only pick one, right? Do you care?
Right. I mean, I love everybody equally.
Oh, what are you running for office? What are you running for the U.S. Senate in Illinois? What is that?
We are a Cubs family through and through. We have been a Cubs family since my husband touched down here in America. So Cubs.
Okay, you got it. I'm a Yankee fan. My condolences to you. So
Yes.
in all seriousness, was it your corny question, dream to be as popular an entertainer as you are?
When I was younger, I've always wanted to be famous, but it wasn't a reality from, the time that I grew up, the being Indian, there was just no space for us in Hollywood back then. And so I kind of put that on the back burner. And then this came about out of frustration. And the goal was never to get all of these followers and then to start this secondary career. It was just to have fun. And so, I mean, I was telling Georgette earlier, I'm very lucky. And I understand that I'm super lucky that this happened, right? Like this doesn't happen to normal people everywhere. And so I thank whoever I need to, from the universe to all 1 million deities I'm supposed to pray to. I'm like, thank goodness this happened, because I don't know if I would ever be able to fulfill my 10-year-old dream of being famous otherwise.
I love it. Georgette.
I wonder too, Pinky. I mean, you go from the corporate suburban PTA mom to now going out on tour. Like, how do you make that shift? How do you make that adjustment?
It takes a full team. I know, going back to Steve's, it sounds corny, but it does. It takes all of us.
P.S. We have a great team all over
do.
doing great work. I'm sorry, pick it up, Pinky.
No, it takes a lot of people. You guys know, in order to have a successful production, it's not a one-man show ever. I'm just the face of it, right? I have a whole team behind me, from a manager to a talent agency to a social media manager to my husband to my kids who are very understanding, to my in-laws who, they're traditional Indian in-laws, they're traditional boomer parents, Indian parents, and so they could be like, what are you doing? You shouldn't be going out and doing this. Girls don't do this. But they're just like, go, have fun. And I'm like, yes, I won the lotto.
Did they get your humor?
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, Georgette. I'm sorry. I'm curious. I'll have you come back. But I'm curious, do your in-laws get your humor?
They don't understand the humor just because of the language barrier, but they did come to my first Chicago show here after, like, when I came back a year later. And just the fact that they saw all of the people that were there for me. My 9-year-old son at that time, he opened for me. And so they got to see their grandson on stage. And my mother-in-law comes up to me the next day. She's like, how did you talk for 75 minutes without drinking any water? I would be so tired. I was like, Mom, I got this. This is what I do on a normal basis. She's like,
how great.
Oh, God. So they love it. They're very proud. They're very proud.
They should be.
That's great. And I was wondering too, Pinky, do you remember the first show? Like when you went from, it's very different, right? Being on TikTok and then stepping out and seeing all these people out there. What were those feelings? What was that sensation when you did that?
I was terrified. We used to be, so growing up, we used to do a lot of, or during Diwali parties, we would have choreographed dances, and little groups of kids would do dances, and my mom would force me, just like, you have dance teams here, like Dance Explosion and all that, and you have the dance recitals, right? Our version was the Diwali parties, and every time, no joke, everybody else would be going left on stage, and I'm going right. And I was that person, and I hated it. I did it to make her proud. I hated it. My hips don't move like a Bollywood dancer's hips. I don't have hips. I have leg tops. It just doesn't work, right? And so you just can't. I don't move like that unless I have extracurricular stuff in my body. Let's just say that. So,
I'm leaving it alone. But you got up there and you did it.
I got up there and I did it, and it was the best high in the world. Like if you you know how people are like, you should just do whatever you're scared of doing. It will be okay. Now I'm on board with that. I'm on board with that mentality. Before I was like, why would you do things that scare you? Just sit at home and roll up into a burrito blanket and watch Netflix. It's fine. Don't leave the house. Now I'm like, go do it. Go jump off the cliff safely. Go bungee jump safely.
Pinky, I got to tell you, first of all, Georgette, thank you for finding Pinky and bringing her to us. And Pinky, thank you for bringing your humor, your personality, your incredibly positive attitude. And P.S., this is part of our series on One-on-One, simply called, Georgette, we call it What's So Funny?
What's so funny? Yeah.
Well,
She's funny.
That's funny right there. Hey, Pinky, we wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me. It was fun.
Awesome.
That's Georgette, that's Pinky, and they're funny and I'm not. I know what's funny. We'll be right back after this.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation. Funding has been provided by RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together. Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Valley Bank. Seton Hall University. New Jersey's Clean Energy Program. New Jersey Sharing Network. PSC&G. The Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey. And by PSC. Promotional support provided by NJ Biz. And by NJ.com.
Did you know that you can save money while saving the environment? New Jersey's Clean Energy Program offers incentives, programs, and services that benefit New Jersey residents and businesses, as well as educational, government, and nonprofit entities, helping us save money, energy, and the environment. Learn more at njcleanenergy.com or call 866-NJ-SMART. New Jersey's Clean Energy Program, lighting the way to a clean energy future.